welcome back to our podcast where we talk about anything and everything in between. It's your girl, me, and your girl, Keke.
Who is me? For those who don't know you, who is me?
Okay, Misalaka Ketabelo, and this is Keke. We're your hosts. There's also Bitimelo as part of the podcast. She is also your host, but she's not joining us today.
Yeah.
So, how are you?
I'm good, I'm good. Like, does anyone still use that word? I'm good,
I think they do.
I'm good. I'm okay, honestly. Like, I feel like but anyway, I feel like no one can be fully okay, you know, but hey, we try to be okay even though we aren't okay. We aren't fully okay, but hey, I'm okay, honestly. I'm good. How are you?
I'm okay. I am okay.
What makes you okay?
What makes me okay? I don't know. I think it's just we're used to saying we're okay, and that's how it should be. You know, we should always be positive, regardless. So I'm okay.
I'm okay. I don't think that's how it should always be, but because you know why I'm saying that, Nick? Because I feel like we should always have the. I don't know. We should always have the freedom to feel like to say we're not okay, but most of the time we feel like we don't have that freedom because I'm gonna say I'm not okay. What are they gonna do about me not being okay? Because it's like no one cares. No one cares, so I'm gonna have to be okay. Anyway, my sister just joined the big age. Kuri. So I want to ask, how is that treating you? Like, how do you feel now that you're a young adult? I mean, we're practically age mates, but I'm older still, so I'm going to ask.
Well, it's kind of cooler the sun.
The higher you go, the cooler it gets.
Oh my God, it's okay. It's only been like a week. I think today marks 2 days from now marks a week.
Okay.
So it's only been 5 days and it's okay.
Seriously? 5 days?
I think so. What day is it today? 2 weeks.
My sister's lost, but it's fine. It's okay. Anyway, since you just turned the big age or a big age, like I wanted us to delve deeper into like basically, because I just thought that should be our foundation or like the theme here today, and you know, just talking about I don't know, the perks that come with growing up and turning, you know, being a whole basically, man. And yeah, like I just wanted to ask like, hold on. Okay, so we were talking about turning a big age. Turning the big age and how it's been. Obviously it hasn't been that long, so you can't really say hey being, you know, 21 feels like this or like that. But anyway, I wanted to ask her now, okay, I sent you something. Can we like just go over it and then see what we can start with? How you know, okay, so the first point I wrote was coming to terms with adulting in your 20s. And yeah, like I don't know, should I start or do you want to start?
You can start.
Okay, so personally, like there's this cappuccinos and I don't like that, so let me fill it. Yeah, like I just feel like being in my 20s has just been so different. I feel like when you're like 15, 16, 17, things are just so different and you don't feel like there's not that pressure. There's not that much pressure on your shoulders and on your, I don't know, mental health and whatever. It's like, I'm in high school, I'm depending on my mom, I'm doing whatever. I mean, even now we still depend on our like guardians and parents and whatever, but like it's like there's a whole new dynamic to it as you like grow older. Also Pumani, getting out of school, for example. I'm out of school now, so it's like there's always that pressure to, I don't know, do well and say, okay, I have a good job, I have a thriving relationship, I have healthy friendships. Like, you know, everything in your life has to be rosy. Can I call you a rose? You know, it has to be. And now that dynamic for me is, I mean, it's nice. It would be nice to have it's a perfect but I feel like it's kind of has a reality for most of us, and yeah, it's kind of hard.
I feel like we all have to start somewhere, you know. And adulting, I feel like adulting basically starts the moment you step out of your parents' house. That's when it starts. Like, for some people, it probably started in late high school, where you're going to boarding. When you get to boarding school, now you have to do some things by yourself. True. Not necessarily boarding school, because with boarding school, you still have a guardian at boarding. Like, Batadu Lambo Malaining, or Boni High Batadu Lambo Malaining, like from Bohai, for example. Like, how to high school, sometimes I feel like it's the independence that makes you grow, you know.
Yeah.
And yeah,
not really being in your 20s, but the independence. So so like it could be maybe you're 16, 14. Yeah, not really being in your 20s, but just coming to terms with adulting. Because at that point, let's say now you don't have any relative there. You have to figure things, like a lot of things, out on your own. And I feel like that's adulting in a nutshell for me. Yeah.
So yeah, I think if you started at an early age, then it helps you a lot as you grow up, because you're used to some aspects of adulting already when you get there, you know.
True.
You don't have to deal with no, it's something you're used to already. Now you're navigating other aspects of it. You're navigating, maybe the finances have grown. You're navigating now, but the bills are you know, as opposed to how you have to now be like, okay, I need to pay my rent, I need to make sure that this and this is settled. And yeah, so I feel like go through adulting as well. It does not necessarily mean or to be independent to go through it. I feel like some people, when I feel what's the word? Like, who maybe were not able to go to uni or high school or whatever. I feel like when that age kicks in, what are your age mates doing? It kind of like gets you into adulting mode. Like, you constantly think about
what's my next move
better.
Yeah.
So yeah,
I get that. Happy, like you said, it makes, I mean, I think you touched on, I mean, adulting at a young age, it helps you navigate adulting better. And honestly, I get that so much, because I feel like if hostel, like boarding school or something, or like stayed alone at some point in my life, right now in my life, and I feel like, yeah, that's true. Like, even now in our early 20s, I feel like there's some responsibilities is this really me? Like, I'm a baby, but I'm also grown up, you know. Yeah. And it's like, when I'm they're looking at you from point of view, you know, and it's like, no,
I'm still a baby.
I'm also a baby.
True.
I'm also a baby. Like, for example, when I'm back home, like, I take care of my nephews a lot. So this younger one, like, saying to me, boo, this, and I'm like, baby, I'm a baby myself. But yeah, that's what I can say, you know. So I wanted to ask now, what are like some responsibilities? Okay, not really major responsibilities, but like some responsibilities. So I've had to pivot into this young adult, like to transition from being Tabelo to like Tabelo, the adult that I am right now. And I still can't believe it, because what do you mean?
Okay, so for me, right, I'll start off with finances. So when I was in high school, I used to stay with my grandma, right? So una romela ya hae chelete and then ke romela ya. So I had to make sure that I settle everything from the money in like because I have to pay for like say transport or decide okay, I'm not a monthly transport this month, so I'm just gonna take taxis, for example. Like I had to make decisions like that. And so I think when it comes to finances, I've always been in a position where I was given the opportunity to allocate, okay, you have this much that you have to work on. You have to decide always a general.
Yeah.
So I think, okay, and then from high school, Gile Maseo, which is, okay, I used to stay by myself then, but also you're managing Chaltengiana, you know, compared to now in varsity, get Chaltengiana because rent take about 350, you're like, okay, it's easier to figure all of that out. But now it's like, okay, why is 3,000 exiting my account and not coming to me, you know?
Yeah,
like,
true.
Okay, I know this much is for rent, but okay, honestly, like, like, the transactions, they stress me out. Like, even if it's things I must do, I just look at it and I'm like, okay, but why?
Why? Yeah. And my thing is, you feel it now when it happens to you, but like, how like, mommy ko pa jacket, mommy ko pa data, you don't feel it. How about it? No, like, dude, like, you're putting me under so much pressure. Didn't try a horrible man thing to help you see some sort of like in a like for real, hi. So on the topic of finances, Lena, I have like a little bit to add. You get to like experience finances in a different way, in a way, especially how it's like when you just got out of school and you haven't found your feet, you're still unemployed, still living at home. So no, let's go, let's do this, let's, you know, someone wants you to meet up with them. And these days, guys, we all know stepping out of the house,
100,000.
It's nothing less than 1,000 rand. Like, if we're being honest, like, if you're gonna have a good time, 200 is not gonna suffice, my sister. I'm sorry to break it to you, but it's not gonna suffice. And I feel like it's the harsh truth, it's the bitter truth. But like, yeah, and it's sort of like, okay, I can't now ask for chelete holder because honestly, I'm putting so much weight on the person that contributes financially while I don't contribute. I mean, it's not a bad thing, but again, also you know, I have to cut some things out. Maybe like focus on my social life. I mean, it's nice to have a social life and everything, but you're like, okay, slow down. So yeah, I think that's one of the things they say happy about adulting. So yeah, I think we just hit another point on the list. And then another one was new friendships, friendship breakups. Okay, let's just say relationships with other people. Like, do you feel like your relationships, and I mean friendships, romantic relationships, whatever, family, do you feel like they're improving, they've improved as you've gotten older? Sorry.
I think in terms of quality, there's a lot of improvement.
Okay.
But quantity, you lose people as you go, you know?
Yeah.
You realize that, okay, like you outgrow people. What about you? What do you think?
Seriously, yeah, like I share the same sentiment. Honestly, you know, some people are they're not really good quality for you, and I feel like quality obviously beats quantity. So yeah, you outgrow some people and some things, and in total and in total but now as you get older, you're starting to understand them more. Okay, this and this. And yeah, when it comes to friendship, like I've been so open to new friendships and making new friends and whatever. But again, some people do you hear me? Because well, I think meeting people on social media, because like we're very about social media, so someone will shoot their shot, hey, let's be friends. Okay, like, okay, cool, you're cool, so why not? I had to deal with and it's painful because you don't see it from the beginning. You think, this is a genuine person, whatever. But where was I going? Like, and I don't know, but honestly, I feel like it's not just me, but have you felt that weight in friendships? I'm pulling more weight than the other person. I'm always the one initiating stuff.
Oh, I don't think so. I don't think I do anymore because I feel like more than anything, I'm more of a boyfriend's girl than a friend's girl.
So you're not a girl's girl?
Yeah.
So you're not a girl's girl?
So with my girls, even if we are friends like that, I'm not gonna be pushy. We're going to meet up, yes, there, and then we're going to chat, yes, there, and then we're not always going to be, up in each other's business. No.
Yeah.
We're not doing that.
We're not doing that. Okay.
So I'm very distant. I'm very, very distant, and so I think that's why I don't have a lot of dramas when it comes to friendships. Like, can you say, okay, what's the worst friendship breakup you've had?
Sure, the worst friendship breakup I've had. So in my friendships, okay, I'll start from high school. High school, sharp. We're cool with each other, sharp. Okay, high school friends, cool. And I won't really count them as the friendship breakups because I feel like we just outgrew each other in terms of we no longer meet often, so I can't really put the blame on another person. It was a breakup, but like the worst friendship breakup I've had, I don't know, someone just ghosting you out of the blue, and you're like, oh.
I thought we're girls.
Yeah. I thought we were cool. Like, what do you mean you're ghosting me? So now I reached out to that person, texted, and I'm like, hey, are you okay? Because you want to say post all over WhatsApp and everything. So you want to say we need to post. I'm like, no, my sister, what's going on? So I decided to check up on her. I'm like, hey, are you okay? How it gets delivered? Days go by, weeks go by, months go by, and she's still posting. She's still very active on other social media platforms. So I decide to take it upon myself. I'm like, no, then I think it's time to go, because I made the initiative to actually reach out to you and be like, hey, what's up? It wasn't cool when you did this and that. I didn't like it when you So yeah, I decided to remove myself, unfriended, unfollowed her, even though it wasn't nice. It wasn't a nice step to take, but like I decided that was best for me, because when I want to open a little post, it's you're not cool, and you're like, okay, and you start to question yourself, and it's not nice. So I was like, let me unfriend, unfollow, and everything. So I'm closer, and then that was it. I still think about her to this day, but honestly, I'm not gonna reach out again, because if she wanted what was that?
Why not, Valeria?
Guys, you just but anyway, that was it for me. It was kind of hard to adjust in the first few weeks and months, but I decided that again. Or like that thing is falling from. I'm like, hey, saving myself. I was saving myself, and Tamila is just there composed like, hey girl, like you see, I don't do. But yeah, that was it, and I started to delete the numbers high and everything from that day. So it's when I can sing, but I did my part, so it's up to her, honestly. Where now?
I've also lost friends, but okay, I think I'm a bad friend, because I have a tendency of, I think I'm the bad guy in friendships, because I cut people off.
or cut people off. So like, does it take like one small tiny mistake for you to cut me off, Kapo?
No.
Or tolerate until you say no, it's enough.
If I see signs of toxicity, I cut you off. I think most of the people that I've cut off, they didn't necessarily do anything to me. I used to have a lot of friends, like a lot of friendship groups. Okay. Know? So if we are in a group and you do bad towards the next person, no, don't get that. So I'm just like, babes,
for example, maybe like now I speak ill of the other person.
Or you know, like, you know what I value, and you know, maybe you keep on teasing me about something, and it's no.
Oh yeah, I get that. Yeah.
No, even if you don't do it to me, I don't think I've ever cut anyone off who did something. Okay, I have one person who has done something bad to me. I cut them off, but the rest of them, it's just signs of toxicity that I pick up from Batubabam. However, the most hurtful.
And sometimes you it's a consistent pattern.
I mean, for it to be okay, it's your toxic trait, you know. And I don't want that.
Yeah.
So I think the most hurtful friendship breakup I've been in, I don't know if it's a breakup, guys. I don't know, because in the house we deleted more house.
Each other.
Yeah, so I have a friend, I don't know what's going on, but so we were really close, like really close. I would post her, she would post me, would hang, I'd go to her house, she'd come to my house, Bona, like we were tight. And in my, I don't know, I knew I'm not her best friend, I wasn't her best friend, but she definitely was my best friend, you know.
Yeah, I get that.
Like I don't like I said, I'm not a friend's girl, I'm my man's girl, but with her, if I had to pick between plans I have with
like
my man,
it's my girl
all day, you know. And then the same thing happened where she got distant from me for like some time, months, you know. I think she even deleted my number at that point. I reached out. I'm like, hi girl, are we cool? Is everything okay?
Yeah.
She's like, yeah, I'm so sorry. You know, I have this tendency of every time I go through something, I just distance myself from everyone else. I'm sorry. I still love you. You're my friend. Things got back to normal. We were girls again.
Yeah.
You know? Okay, cool. I went through something last year. She was there for me up until her birthday is in May. Oh my god, if you think I'm talking about you, I'm sorry, babes. That's how I feel.
And the shoe fits, princess.
No. That's just how I feel. So yeah, even birthday high shame, we were still, which was the last time I saw her. The last time I saw her was on her birthday, right? So we were still and we were good. We were, yeah,
you were Gucci. You were
now. On one of our hangouts, she had a friend that she introduced me to, ne? So Anjeta, they're no longer friends because they had a fallout or whatever. So she had to cut her off. Basically, she had to cut her off. So I'm like, okay, cool, no problem, right? So I didn't think I'd ever be the friend now where
she's cut off.
You know,
she's probably telling other people about you, yeah.
Girl. So now, I still see her statuses. She sees mine. I think the last time we spoke was the last time we had spoken was in May last year. So May last year.
That's almost a year.
And then we had like a little bit of a conversation after that. I don't remember when in particular, but after that. But it was a tiny conversation. And then now, Happy New Year's. I think we did that.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Okay.
And it's just been like that, honestly.
Okay.
It's just been Fafa. Hi, how are you? You know, I texted her not so long ago asking her about the church. She's a church girly. So I asked her, I wanted to go to Grace Bible Church. I was looking for Grace. So I asked her if the church she goes to is Grace, because it's in the same venue, because I wanted to take it along. And she was like, no, babes, it's this, and that. And that was it. There was no, so how are you doing?
Your regular people.
I'm like,
Like, oh.
Okay.
Oh.
So I'm definitely gonna. What I'm not gonna do
is reach out again. Yeah, I feel like if a person has shown you once, twice that I need food, I don't want you, be it men or girls or whatever. Like, I feel like you just have to take that jab, man. Like my friend and I, my ex-friend and I, like because I reached out, she never replied to my message. So take a step back and pull yourself together. And now I feel like I'm yes, you do still think about a person, but it's like how not fitting.
And I think it hurts the most when you can still see that they have things going on. Like,
dude,
I'm actually considering on blocking this person, but it's also like, but what if nothing? What if it's nothing?
I get it. Okay, so what's making you hold on? The fact that you didn't have like a messy fallout couple. You feel like you're still cordial with each other. Like, how so
yeah, or maybe we just outgrew each other,
and that's okay.
And that's okay.
Yeah.
That's okay. We can just check up on each other.
I feel you. I get you. Now this person, I decided to, well, I can't say cut her off because she cut me off first, but I decided to like extend the Caesar on her side because I thought like her and I were girls like that. Like in no, you don't ghost people, you don't do this, but yet she did the same to me, and like I didn't expect that from her, TBH. So I was like, nah, honestly, I'm not gonna stand up for this. So that's when I decided to call it quits. And I don't think I'll accept her like that ever again. Like things are not gonna be the same. Yeah, honestly, that's it. So what's the other point?
Realizing you have issues.
Girl,
what issues do you have?
No, like I'm talking about issues like when the issues that didn't say when you're like when the issues that didn't say when you're I don't know, but details how like for example I may have abandonment issues, I may have mommy issues, I may have daddy issues. And like when you born on a house so very like I wasn't self-aware like that. And I feel like honestly realizing you have issues is a very, I won't say nice space to be in, but it's like a great space to be in because now you're self-aware. But so now like you get to realize your triggers and know them, and we could say the situation in but also you get to heal through those issues and those traumas and whatever. And so do you think you have any issues?
I think I do have issues. Hey, I think I do.
I feel like everybody has issues.
I do have issues. And I feel like the nice thing about having a label now to the issues. As we grow older, we know what it's called. Like you don't think, okay, this is normal. No, you know what it's called. You know you have this now. So I think that helps a lot because then you're able to be like, okay, this just happened and it's not your fault. It's not the next person's fault. It's you because you have this issue, and this is what it is. So for me, what issue do I have?
What issue do we have? What elephant is there in the room? Like,
so I think I have daddy issues. Okay, like I think I do. So with me, my dad passed on when I was young. But I've always had a father figure because my granddad stepped in, because then my whole family structure changed after my granddad passed on.
Okay.
So now, my granddad has always been the father figure, So I do have a father figure, but I feel like, old people have a toxic way of parenting. Where they impose gender roles. Okay, gender roles I feel like are fine, but in relationships, you can't now impose your gender roles on kids as well, My granddad is, the provider and the protector, and that's all he is. I don't emotionally, the only time we have a conversation is if I need money for something, or like if I need, it's about protection and provision, basically. And so that is not a relationship. There's more that there is to, there's more you need to have with a father figure, you know, than
true.
And it's normal in most households. You see, but tomorrow just I felt like, oh no, wait for your dad. Like the only time you have a proper conversation, literally, is when you talk about school. Like, okay, so how's school? And okay,
he doesn't even know what you like.
You know, not even my favorite color.
Exactly.
You know, and no, honestly, no, because then you're gonna go and I don't know. I'm not gonna say seek. I do not seek for a father figure
in other people.
I think for me, I feel like it's okay that this man is doing this to me because it's something that males do anyway. Because I don't know that relationship with a male person, you know. I don't know. Okay, you can correct this, you know.
Yeah.
I'm just.
It's just something you don't know.
And I see how my granddad loves my grandma, but I don't know.
Okay.
But jolly, you know, normal, which is normal, but now honestly it is not. Like I can't now expect a man for a relationship. I provide, I protect.
Hey, that's all I do.
That's all I do. I don't care how you woke up today. Of course, with them they do, but then there's just exposing exposing
that happened behind closed doors. Yeah.
Exposing for the fact that there's more to this, of which there is more, but what is the more that there is to relationships? So we accept whatever
comes on the table. Yeah, true. I get it so much because I too feel like I have daddy issues because growing up, I didn't have a dad. This brings me to a point. This like the other day I was watching Bushle and Kanye's. Did you watch that episode? I'm not that. We're not like that. And you know what? They said that shampoo, and to me it was normal because my grandfather was in the picture. So in and that, you know, he was my father figure, and I also had uncles growing up. So I didn't really feel the void that much until where's my dad? Where's my daddy? You know, because how long and so. Yeah, honestly, I was precious to my grandfather. Like, when I saw Lily talk, and then people will tell you that I actually remember this one time, and then this other mayor was like, she was like, yo, and I was like, yeah, that's true, because even I knew that he loved me so much. And but also, even if you still do have a father figure in your life growing up, you still long for that one. Like I really, some things I wish my dad was here. I wish, you know, this could happen, or I wish in as much as maybe mothers try to fill that void, like that void, there's no father figure, there's no male whatever in her life. But sometimes I feel like it just hits you randomly that like, yeah. But again, I feel like how so realize it's easy to heal from such issues, because now so you know how to heal from it basically. And yeah, it becomes easy growing up, honestly. And you're just like, even if you don't show up, it's cool.
But also, I feel like even people with dads, some of them, if not most of them, have daddy issues because of what fathers have as fatherhood in their heads.
Yeah.
So fatherhood is not just about, because like you're saying, you know, your grandfather loved you and everything, and probably you might not have felt it like that, but maybe how he loves you is exactly how your father would have loved you had he been there.
Yeah.
But now, because like I feel
you
like
just don't know it because you didn't get to experience it. Yeah.
But I feel like they sort of have the same mindset of what fatherhood should be like, and that's not how it goes. Because for me, like I'm saying, I feel like, okay, even with me, I feel like I share the same sentiments. My grandfather loves me very much. Like that I know. But am I saying he is not doing a good job? He is doing a good job, but then there are things he is simply not aware
failing
of.
at, yeah.
Yeah, he is not aware of it. And I'm not... He's probably... I can't say he's failing. It's just something
he's not aware
know.
of it. Yeah.
He doesn't know, because he grew up with a father, seeing that this is what a father does, and maybe he improved from what
to
his
him
dad...
it might occur that I'm doing everything right, I'm doing everything by the book, and
and maybe he has actually improved from what his father showed him fatherhood to be. But then no, honestly, and for me, I have a bit of like memories from my dad, and honestly, I feel like the other as like generations go down, like fatherhood is becoming... it's slowly becoming what we want. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, true.
Because even with my dad, I remember like he would come back from work, and because I was already in primary when he passed on, I think I was going to grade 4.
Okay.
Yeah. So, because it was December, so I was already going to grade 4. So I was like, what, 8, I think?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I remember we had a good relationship, because I remember he would come home, and when he comes home, I know, okay, he doesn't let me go out to play, so I need to always be home when he gets here. And when he gets here, I would run to the door, I'd get excited. Like, those are the things that, you know, like we wish these other ones, the older generation, the older generation knew. Because I feel like the way my granddad loves me, if he knew that that is how fatherhood is supposed to be, he would have done that.
Honestly,
It's not that he doesn't want to, or he just doesn't know how. He doesn't know that it happens. And looking at the dads now, guys, they are doing a great job. I feel like they are doing a great job, because even you know, like, okay, I feel like most people are becoming baby dads.
So I was about to touch on that point you made, Yahore. I feel like fathers in this age really try hard to like step up and become good dads and whatever. And I totally agree, because it's like, is it not silent? It's like, even if you and I are not good, like, I mean, I'm your baby mama, you're my baby daddy, even if we're not good, but when most of them point, you know what, I'm stepping up for my child, I'm coming to see him every now and then, I do things for him, and I'm overall there for him. And I think that's really great. And I also don't like this distorted mentality, people without dads have really messy, I don't know, romantic relationships, because they seek, I don't know, that fatherly love in their boyfriends and whatever. I mean, it's partly true, but like, even but when I feel like it's equally as messy, because like, guys doesn't determine how your relationships will all be, because otherwise I feel like if only jalo, but when I live in that really cute. So yeah, that's basically it, man.
I don't think it's always the case, honestly, even with people without dads. I don't think so.
Yeah, true.
That's why I'll the experience you have
and dynamics as well. Yeah, true. So I don't know what you want to add onto that.
I don't know.
Are you good? Are you like, do you feel like we covered everything we wanted to speak about? Okay, if we did, then guys, please comment down below and tell us what's your take on the topic. What would you like us to do differently? Like, you know, just tell us your thoughts, and yeah, we'll touch base with you guys in the comment section and engage. So